and Glam Squad, welcome to my new video. I'm sorry that I haven't been consistent with the posting, but I actually worked out a schedule that is going to work for me because I just got my school schedule yesterday, so now I know kind of what days I am going to be pretty busy and what days I'm not going to be as busy. I am group A, so for school I have most of my school is Mondays and Tuesdays, so my new posting schedule is going to be Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. So those 3 days, expect a video from me every Wednesdays, with Fridays, and Sundays. If you're wondering what gloss is on my lips, I have Heartbreaker on, and it's one of my favorite glosses from my site, so you should totally go check it out and order your own because it is amazing. And it's a lip oil based gloss, so it's very, very good and moisturizing for your lips, especially with the fall and winter coming up. But anyways, let's get right into this video. So the most important thing, the first thing that I want to talk about before I get into the nitty-gritty details is a pricing format. If I look down, it's because my pricing format is on my iPad and I want to show it to you guys. So for each product, I have a worksheet that I use, and it goes by item name, description, keywords and tags that I'm going to use, and then I have labor costs, time, rate, total. That's how I separate it. So how much time did I spend, okay, so first I put how much time did I spend making the product. Let's say I spend 3 hours. How much do I charge per hour? $2, right? So the total, 3 times 2 is 6. So if I spend 3 hours on the labor, if I spend 3 hours on making the product, the labor cost is $6. Then I have material cost, which I put material amount cost total. So I use this material. I used 1 gram of this material. I use 2 ounces of this material. Each ounce cost, or each gram costs $2. The total, $3 or something like that. Then I will put that as the grand total. Then miscellaneous costs. So I have miscellaneous costs slash packaging costs. So let's say, oh, I had to use an extra eye pin that I bought for like $2. I'll put it in miscellaneous, right? If I had packaging, I separate it by a name, product, like packaging name, or like for example, like if I use crinkle paper, a box, a pad, I put how much that I use, so how many of the packaging that I use, and the cost per packaging, and then the total. So, and then I have materials total, labor, and miscellaneous, total production costs, and then I go production costs times 2 is my wholesale price. And then retail costs will be made out of wholesale costs times 2 equals retail price. So that's kind of how I have it set up, and I know it sounds kind of a little weird, but I'll further explain it to you guys. You want your price to be at least twice the amount of what you spent, or 3 times the amount, because you need to make an investment. You're making an investment and you need money out of that investment. So here's the mistake that people make when using this formula, right? You will put, let's say you bought a big thing of 40 rocks, right? And you're using rocks to make your product, and it costs you $5 to buy those 40 rocks. So under material, you put $5 for the one item that you're making. That is completely and terribly wrong. 1, it's going to make the retail price extremely high, and 2, you're overcharging the customer. And then you're gonna come up with a price like $120 for a simple keychain, or $40, $50 for a simple keychain that didn't even cost that much to make, if you get what I'm saying. So for material pricing, the way you're supposed to calculate it is, let's say you're making a lip gloss and you bought a 5.5 ounce bag of Versagel from TKB Trading, and that 5.5 ounce bag costs you $8. Now, how many glosses can you make out of that bag? Let's say you can make 20 glosses because of the bottles that you're using, or 5 glosses or 10 glosses. You will divide the $7 or the $8 that you spend by the amount of lip glosses you can make. So let me just do that real quick. Go to calculator. 1 second. So let's say $8 divided by 15 glosses, because that's how much you can make. hold on, 8 divided by 15 glasses. The total, why isn't it working? Okay, well, this calculator isn't working. 1 second, guys. So yeah, let's say, so you're supposed to be charging your customer 53 cents for VersaGel. Exactly like that. And let's say, and that's how you're supposed to kind of divide the material cost, because you don't want the material cost to be too high where you're charging one person the amount of materials that would make a bunch of glosses. You get what I'm saying? Because that's overcharging your customer, and that will make your price extremely high. Now for labor costs, I know you're probably like, you're only gonna pay yourself $3 an hour. What? That is completely and terribly wrong. Like, you should charge more for your time. Here's the thing, you're making more than $3 an hour if you think about it, okay? Because here's the thing, here's how I price my labor, right? This is something you gotta think about. You're not leaving the price as, let's say you spent $2 on material and then you charge $3 for your hourly rate, and let's say it only took an hour to make this product, so that means 3 plus 2, that means that the total amount, the total production amount is $5, right? You're taking those $5, multiplying it by 2, which makes $10, right? $10 and that's your wholesale price. And then you're taking those $10 and multiplying it by 2, and that's $20, and that's your retail price. So you're selling this product for $20. You're literally like, you're wasting, let's say, $5 on materials if you count the packaging, right? So you're making $15 out of that product, not just $3 that I got interrupted. So as I was saying, this is where you have to think about it into 2 perspectives. You have to think about it as a shopper, actually 3 perspectives. You have to think about it as a shopper, as a business owner, and as a worker, okay? So first you want to think about it as a business owner. And when it comes to a business owner, you're going to detach yourself from thinking about what a person might want to pay or not, right? So you're going to think about it this way. I am wasting this amount of money on my company. I have to pay a worker, and I have to pay labor. I have to get my money back from my material costs, and I also have to make a profit for my bills. So detach from this being your business and a little bit in your mindset, and just think about it like that, right? And you're like, pay a worker, this is my own business. I will get to that in a second. So think about it like that. So I wasted $5 on material. I have to pay a worker a certain amount. So think about this is where you get, like, you're gonna be like, you're not gonna want to pay a worker $10 per hour when you're a small business, right? So you're like, I had to pay this worker $10. Let's say you pick $10. I have to pay this to worker $10, and they work 3 hours, so that's $30. So I have to charge that to the customer because I need to make the money. I can't take it out of my own pocket, and then I also need to make a profit. So if you charge labor costs super high, you see where you're like ruining your kind of like your business itself, because your product cost is gonna end up being super high. So let's continue. So $30. So let's think about it like this. So I'm pricing my product. I have to charge $30 for the worker, plus $5 for material cost, plus I need to make a profit, and I want to make, and so that's 35, right? So now I'm gonna time those 35 by 2. Sorry, wait. So that's 35 times 2 for my wholesale price, and that'll be 70, and 70 times 2, 140. So then your product ends up being 140. So that's why I say think about it as a business owner first when you're picking your labor cost. Think about it as a business owner, because you're gonna be like, well, as a business owner, I don't want to pay somebody that much money right now as a small business. So you think about it as a business owner, and that's how you pick your labor price, because that's how you're going to make a profit. That's how you're going to let's say you're gonna pick a good amount, a good pricing. That's what I meant. And then you want to think about it as a worker. A lot of people are gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna charge 50 cents an hour because I don't want to make my product cost too high. As a worker, I don't want to make the product cost too high, and I don't want to have to just reinvest this or make my customer pay too much money. No. So now you detach yourself from the CEO business side and you think about it. Well, I'm working, I'm putting time into making a custom product where I have school or I have other stuff to do and I have a kid or I have, you know, like chores or all that, and I'm choosing to spend my hours making this product. So I'm thinking about it like that, and I'm like, okay, well, I think that I deserve to get at least minimal $2-3 per order per hour, because I'm investing my time and this is kind of a bit of my motivation, right? And that's just for your pricing, right? That's just for your labor costs and for your like overall material and kind of just picking a price. Now you want to think about it to bring it all together. You want to think about it in a shopper's perspective. And I know this all might sound complicated, but it's really not. And the reason why you want to think about it in a shopper's perspective is, let's say me, for example. If I'm shopping online right now and I get 2 websites, both that are new and have no reviews. And they don't have no reviews. They're not like a fully registered business that I know of. I've never shopped there before. And I want to buy this beautiful, cute, custom leather jacket, right? In one website, the leather jacket is $15 or $20 for a custom-made jacket, while on the other website, it's $120 for a custom-made jacket. I'm looking at it. I'm like, well, neither of these have reviews, but I'm nervous to pay $15 for a custom piece. That seems kind of low. Like, how are they making back money? How is that benefiting them? I feel like that's a scam. I'll probably get something that's bad quality. Now I'm looking at the $120. You know what? I was like, I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna invest the money because I feel like I'll get a better quality product, and they seem like legit, right? Just like that. Think about the worker like that. So that's when it all comes together. When pricing your product, you don't want to be too high where you're charging an overly exaggerated price for an item that should only cost a little like about half the price when you're putting it, because that's way too high for a customer. But you don't want to put it way too low where someone's like, well, that seems kind of low for that product and I don't trust that. So you have to meet in the middle. You have to push those 2 things together. So that's where you got to think about it all together, as a business owner, as a shopper, and as a worker. You put all those things together to get the perfect pricing for your product, okay? And honestly, like, if you meet in the middle, it should be a perfect price. Like, let's say I charge $3 for my labor, so there's that. And because I feel like that's a good amount. I feel like as a business owner, I'm not paying like $7 times 3 to that worker for all the hours that they're doing. So I'm not paying, like, if they make a product that took 5 hours, I'm only paying $15. I'm not paying something like $50 because they charge $10 per hour. But then as a worker, I'm making enough money to where I can make a lot of money at an hourly rate, while I could, instead of being laying in my room or doing something that won't waste time. And as a shopper, I am satisfied because the price isn't too low where it seems sketchy, but it isn't too high where I feel like it's an overly priced item and I shouldn't trust it either. So there's that. So let's say the product, you're making a custom necklace, right? And it's a custom name necklace. It's made out of resin and it has all these designs. And when you first price it, it was $10. That's how you were originally going to price it because you weren't thinking about it correctly. That seems really low. But then you did your calculations and you charge the person and you're like, well, I want to charge a lot more and I'm going to charge $100. That's overly priced because it's a small name necklace. So now you meet in the middle, right? Meet in the middle. What's the middle of 10 and 100? Well, you can put 50. You could put 40. That's a perfect pricing. And that item might be so special to someone because it might have a specific name that they called a person, and that item might not have a price tag. So to someone, $40 is gonna seem like, well, that's not too low where I feel guilty for not getting them something more expensive, and that's not too high where I feel like I'm wasting too much money and it's not like as thoughtful as I wanted it to be, you know? So you have to think about all those things, and that's how I price my products and how you should price your products. If you guys want this format, I will be linking it down below. It might not be there when my first video is released. When the video is first released, it'll probably be there like an hour or two later, because I'm going to make the format and I will link it, and you will have to subscribe to my mailing list to get it, okay? But yeah, now let's talk about how I do kind of pictures and all that. I think about vision and mission. This is how like I kind of think about it, right? So pricing my product, I get that out of the way first because I feel like that's the most important thing, and I need to be able to justify that in my description, in my work, in my pictures, and justify those $40 or $50 or $60 that someone is spending on my product, right? So I think about vision and mission. A vision. Let's start with vision, right? With vision, what I mean by vision is, what is eye-catching? What is something that someone would want to see? What is a lifestyle that I can sell? A gift that I can sell? Something that I can show someone and they're going to be so utterly like, wow, like I need this for this person, or I need this for myself, and this is going to make my life. What does a picture like that look like? Let's say I'm at, like, for example, I'm on Pinterest, right? I go on Pinterest and I see this outfit, and and I see this outfit and it's tagged, and it tags the shirt. I'm gonna want the whole outfit because I want that lifestyle. I'm like, oh my god, this is so amazing. So let's say you're selling a t-shirt. If you sell that t-shirt and you pair it with cute jeans and a cute jacket and you advertise the t-shirt, someone is gonna be 10 times more likely to buy because you're selling them a lifestyle. You're selling them like, wow, like I want to be that person. I want to have that amazing, beautiful item. I want to have that in my life because it's going to make an outfit and it's going to make a statement. So that's what you want to do with your pictures. You want your pictures not to have too much stuff going on in the background where it's like distracting people from the product, but it's not so lonesome where it's like, well, this doesn't seem like super attracting for me to buy. Like, it doesn't seem so special. Like, I don't need that. Like, I want it, but I don't need it. Know what I'm saying? So that's vision. And then mission is where I just add my pricing and stuff. So what do I want people to think when they see this price? What do I want people to get out of it? What do I want people to think? You know, like all of that. So I put in my description, I put a description that's super catching. Like, are you looking for the perfect gift for someone that is that can't have a price tag on it or something like that? You know, something catchy. And that would justify for the item, for the product cost and everything. So that's what I mean by think vision and mission, and just put those together, and now you have a very good price, amazing product pictures, and what you want out of the product. So people will know why you're selling this product. People will see why you're selling this product, and people are more likely to buy if they see your reasoning for releasing this product. Because if it's all about the money, then people are less likely to buy from you, and that is something to keep in mind. But you know, keeping all this, is super important to have a worksheet or an item or something for you to write everything down. For me, a little self-promo, of course, I use my notebook. I custom made this notebook, and it's like a CEO girl boss. I run this notebook. I love writing in this notebook just because it's just so cute and inspiring, and I've literally gone through packs of paper. What I love about this notebook is that I can remove the little coil and add more paper, or release paper, or take out paper, or change from lined paper to blank paper and anything. And you can do that too. You can do custom sheets. So I can literally, we can make this notebook with the production costs sheets inside and buy that. You get what I'm saying? And sell that. So think about it like that, you know? Think about all these things when you're making your product cost. So you should definitely go check out this notebook. It is linked on my website. I released it for Labor Day, and it's still out. And you know, be a girl boss with an amazing notebook that you can carry around and looks cute. Yeah. So that is everything that I want to talk to you guys today about product pricing and how you should price your products. Love you guys. Bye.